ooh, I'm Monroe, yeah, geezer, ooh, it's my fault. Man. Schmidt, but I don't know what show it's from. There you go, there you go. That's Commissioner Gordon from Batman. Yep, so 2 out of 2, we got 2 out of 2, 2 for 2. That is that's the guy from the Spike Lee film, I think. Gosh.
Beverly Hills Cop. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That was cleverly placed.
Yeah,
that
his hair, mate, yeah. Nah, I have no idea who that is. Nah, I've never seen that. Never seen that show. That's thingy. Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard. Bruce Willis. That's
yeah, from American Dad.
What's his name from American Dad?
Or from Family Guy, whatever his name is.
I can't forget his name.
Yeah. Where's Chief Wickham from Simpsons? Where is he?
That's what's his face from Hot Fuzz, isn't it?
Yeah, Hot Fuzz. Peggy.
Simon Pegg. Mel Gibson.
Lethal Weapon.
That's from that Muppet show, man. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about. Just come out with the Muppets, a cop.
No.
It's jokes.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's jokes.
All right.
That's a cop, yeah? Speed. Keanu Reeves.
Is that Keanu?
That's, what's his face from Naked Gun, right?
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie.
Every day, man. Yeah. Honestly, it's not like a cop-out to not answer the question. It's every single day we'll find something. Or we'll be like sitting in between takes just making up stuff, talking about whatever nonsense and come up with something that makes ourselves crack up laughing and be like, right, how can we put that in? What was the one I did earlier where the guy was, you were crying? There's an actor called Jason Mazza who plays Monroe in the show. And he in real life is quite like, yeah mate, listen, geezer, you know, listen, quite Cockney-ish. And so there's a part it's in episode 1, he messes up the beginning, which is why the opening thing happens. And I kind of go, Monroe, what's wrong with you? And I start mocking him, doing him, but I was really doing Jason. So I started going, ooh, I'm Monroe, yeah, geezer, ooh, it's my fault. And this guy, everyone just like died laughing, and we couldn't shoot. Everyone was laughing for like 10 minutes, and then we finally do the shot when he's like, I don't really speak like that, and I'm like, well, you sound exactly like that. But that was one of the moments. Yeah, ooh, yeah, Monroe, yeah. So I based that character going, yeah, I based it on someone that we know. And that's why it's funny. So when I was mocking Monroe, I was mocking Jason, but we based it on somebody else that we know that when you talk to them says yes like 80 times. You're like, how you doing today? Like, yeah, great, yeah. And so we're kind of like, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? You pick up the phone, you're like, yeah, so, you know, yeah, my uncle's sick in hospital. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. So you're all right then? Yeah. Anyone who knows me knows that I like to. I'm kind of OCD. I like to work with people I like. So I will always, as long as they got the talent to do it, I'll always go with someone I like than having to meet someone new and get to know them. That's my instinctual OCD kind of like resists it. So as long as the talent's there, I'd always work with people I like.
It can be awkward, but experience, I mean, I've done it so much now, it's kind of, it's second nature.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You have to be really respectful of the people that you're working with.
Well, we have coaches now.
We had Ita.
Every show now has an intimacy coach, right? Well, because of old Grabby Chops himself, you know, and the various other people that have done disgusting things, every set now, or at least every professional big show has an intimacy coach. So you literally have to go through the motions. So where acting is like, you know, you have to be in the moment. With those scenes, you're not in the moment. You literally rehearse everything. So You literally, your intimacy coach will be there in the room, and the first thing they do is warm you up. So you do all sorts of moves, and they're like thrust and wiggle your hips, and you kind of feel a bit weird, but you do it all. And then you get with the person that you have the scene with, and you have to go through boundary accessibility. So the first thing you do is like, it's eyes, isn't it? You stand with the person, you're like, one of them starts it, can I look into your eyes? Boom, you look into each other's eyes. Can I hold your hands? You hold each other's hands. And you say, yes, you may, yes, you may. And then it's like, can we hug shoulders to shoulders? So yes, you may hug shoulder to shoulder. Can we hug chest to chest? Can we hug body to body? And you go through every stage, like literally, I know it sounds silly, but you go through every stage, like literally all the way. Can I touch your inner thigh? Can I touch your bum? Yes, you may, yes, whatever. And what you're doing essentially is, and then eventually you get to a point where it's like, can I do X? And they'll go, not sure. But what you're doing and what the coach is teaching you is you're setting your boundaries. So then now with that person, you know in the scene where you can go, what you can do and what you can't do. And essentially then when you go to shoot the scene, you have to do it all again. So you have to reassert those boundaries again, and they may have changed for various reasons on whatever day it is, but you have to do that all again. And it does seem a little bit like, but I think it's really important to protect the women. It's really important to protect everyone, so that everyone knows what they're doing, where and why. What it does do is like, it becomes the thing that is kind of the opposite of acting, where you're not in the moment anymore, you're kind of completely rehearsed and choreographed, but hopefully you still make it look as natural because you know where your boundaries are, so you just organically can move around that. So it's really, I think to protect people, it's something that's really important. The stunt coordinator and the team are very good. They will get us to any stunt rehearsals they can, or where they can't, they will do them and they will film them and send us the videos from different angles and be like, this is what you need to do, these are the steps, and we try and go in and mess it all up and make it unsafe and hurt each other.
I got a punch, but that was about it. I mean, this guy, he didn't really have much experience doing, he wasn't a stunt guy, but he's an actual fighter, so they got someone that was, it was a bare knuckle fight scene. Yeah, he just punched me by accident. In his defense, it wasn't as hard as it could have been, because I probably wouldn't have been able to film after
carry
that.
on,
Yeah, but I don't think you had your injury in season 1.
Season 1, yeah. I don't think, two I was all right. Season 1, I nearly tore my knee ligament in a kitchen fight in one of the episodes. I was saying Dushane easily, because the thing about Sam is not actually, he's not actually a gangster. He's just a guy, you know, flirted about that, thought he was bad, went in jail, came out trying to raise his family. He's not actually a gangster.
Yeah, you're saying that, but no, I'm not saying he's definitely not a gangster.
Dushane's a gangster.
But he can fight.
Yeah, but Dushane kills people.
But he doesn't, he sends other people to kill people. He doesn't even do anything.
Well, yeah, that's interesting. I've never thought of it like that.
I'm like, in an actual physical fight, character-wise, I think Sam would probably take the shit. Like if it was down to a fight.
Yeah.
If it had got into anything else, then maybe.
Yeah, because Dushane's one of them guys be like, cool, it's fine, it's cool. This is Ash's Dushane. I love when he plays that character. He doesn't move, he kills me. I'm like, do something. He's like, kill. So I feel like maybe you're right, Sam, but then Dushane would just be silent, and then Sam would be walking home, minding his own business. A car would pull up, he'd just get, and that would be the end of it. Cut back to him in the cafe, drink his tea, and then leave.
Yeah.
And that would be it. That would be it. But I feel like if you put Bishop and Pike against any of them, I think Bishop and Pike come out on top all day long. If Chadwick Boseman accidentally fell down some stairs, so if anything happened to Chadwick, nah, but I mean, like if something happened to someone and we got, I mean, who I don't know many people that would say no. I would have liked to have played Black Panther.
I would have liked to play Blade.
Blade, yeah, you said that, man. Who's doing it now? Masharana.
Mashallah Ali.
Mashallah Ali, yeah. He looks like you, you know.
Does he?
Yeah, like I look like Kano. The scene still has to get from A to Z, so we still take the scene where it needs to go, but we'll change it and say what we want to say, or we'll add situational stuff that happens and just put it in. And that's kind of what we did. I think that was a big contributor to the success of the show, because on the page it is definitely a show that you think, I want to watch that, but there's an element that we add to it, I think, that really makes people laugh, or just man, those two together, you know.
It never stops, and what people don't see is behind the scenes. Once we stop filming, there's always other stuff to do, like what we're doing now, promo, meetings, talking about next scripts, who we're casting, this, that, whatever. So
it's rare that a week goes by where we don't speak. Actually, since from series 1. So it's rare. It'll be rare times like someone's on holiday or whatever, but even then they might get a message, wherever, like, see your Instagram photos, get off the beach, you look terrible, whatever. Like, we always have that sort of banter and humor with each other. So it's pretty rare that we don't speak. So we're consistently in contact.
I mean, it's slightly overwhelming, kind of, you know, seeing how many people chose to watch it on the first night it came out and whatever, and then kind of watching the figures and the response on social media. It was brilliant, but we always knew that there was a place for it.
An audience.
Yeah, we always knew the audience were there. It was just whether they would come out in masses, and they did.
Yeah, I think we're supremely grateful for that. You don't passionately fight for something so much unless you think it's gonna work. It's not just about everyone doing their own passion projects and like there's no audience, it's just because you want to do it selfishly. It's like we really believed that people would come and watch it, and it's sort of validation, vindication, whatever. It's sort of it was good that they did.